very much in favor of crypto, Bitcoin, all of the different things, because otherwise China's going to take it over. And just like AI, just like so many other industries or whatever you want to call them, crypto is very important, I think, for our country.
As you just heard, President Trump hasn't shied away from his praise for the cryptocurrency industry, but the actions he's taking to bolster it and profit from it are raising widespread concerns. Let's bring in Sarah Ewall-Wice, no stranger to this program or to this network. She's now a political reporter for the Daily Beast. She is a former CBS News political unit producer. Great to see you again, Sarah. And you wrote this incredible report about these ethics concerns that some have. One person you spoke with the watchdog group Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, or CREW, called what the president is doing with crypto, quote, an intertwining of personal, business, political, fundraising, and government policy like we've never seen before. Ethical questions have been raised about Trump for years now. Why should we care about this? Why is this potentially bigger and worse than all those other ethical concerns people may have?
So this is just the latest in a series of questions about the president, who is a former business billionaire and has a long history of making business deals before he got into politics. But there has been a lot of overlap since he was first elected president. Now we're in this world of cryptocurrency and digital assets. And these ethics experts have essentially told me that the president has slapped a large sign on the White House that says open to business. And really, there are concerns about pay for play when it comes to the crypto industry. The president held a fundraiser for his super PAC at his golf club earlier this week, where the tickets went for $1.5 million a plate. And that raised money for his super PAC, but he also has been posting on social media about his meme coin, which he launched just before entering the White House for a second time. And that is also potentially raising millions of dollars for the president, as he also has a large say over how Congress and how Washington will move forward with regulating this largely unregulated industry.
And speaking of that, there is hope in the Senate of passing some legislation regarding cryptocurrency. Over the weekend, though, a handful of Democratic senators said they can't support that legislation over concerns it could directly benefit the president and his family. And they're trying to put some safeguards in this legislation, as I understand it. Can you further explain?
Sure. So this is called the Genius Act, and it actually had been moving forward with bipartisan support. Regulating the crypto industry is something that was expected to get bipartisan support in the age of Trump. But there are some challenges, and a lot of these challenges have to do with how it doesn't have actual provisions that prevent the president from personally benefiting from the industry. And so it had moved forward with bipartisan support. It had moved out of the Senate committee with bipartisan support, but there really was a really fast turnaround over the weekend with Democratic senators raising alarms. Of course, to pass legislation in the Senate, they need 60 votes, and Republicans don't have that without Democrats. So they were calling for provisions to block the president from financially benefiting. They've also raised concerns about foreign industries actually getting involved and being a part of this that could also benefit the president moving forward. So it is expected that the Senate Majority Leader John Thune was open to some changes to this legislation to help move it forward. It'll be interesting to see whether it still has a vote as it was expected to have this week, or if that'll have to be pushed back. But there are definitely some challenges for Republicans to move forward with this at this time. And some Democrats have said point blank they cannot get behind it because of what the president is openly doing when it comes to meeting with crypto industry leaders and also promoting his own meme coin on the internet.
Yeah, this is one of those things certainly the Democrats are going to keep an eye on and going to continue to raise concerns about, and can understand why, because as you said, there's legitimate concern that people are buying this to buy influence with him and with little control over it. Sarah Ewall-Wice of the Daily Beast, great to see you again. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.